Hello! So here's everything that I watched in August. So as usual, ba yan? Simulan muna natin with movies. So the first film that I watched was Nights and Weekends. It's a mumblecore film directed by Joe Swanberg and Greta Gerwig. So dito ko lang nalaman kung ano yung mumblecore genre, and upon knowing, I've come to realize that it's not for me. Charot. Hindi, pero it's interesting and it's nice to learn something new. So ayun, anyways, it's about a couple dealing with the tensions of being in a long distance relationship. So this one felt very raw and realistic. It felt very natural and ordinary, like walang halong corny or glamorous scenes. So it felt like I was just observing someone's relationship. It felt very intimate. So next one is all about my mother, directed by Pedro Almodovar. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So it's about a mother living in Madrid who works in a hospital, and one day namatayan siya ng anak, and so after that she quit her job and started her journey in Barcelona hoping to find her son's mother. Yes, mother, dahil ang nakabuntis sa kanya noon ay isa ng trans woman. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but so yeah, anyways, this is all about, you guessed it, mothers. It's also about queerness, about women helping each other, about women lying, kasi madiskarte sila, and I love that for them. So ayun, it was really good. The story was unique yet realistic at the same time. Next is Dead Poet Society. So it's a classic movie starring Robin Williams. I think you guys already know about this one kasi kahit ako, nung hindi ko pa siya napapanood, I already know what it's about. So at an elite old-fashioned boarding school in New England, a passionate English teacher inspires his students to rebel against convention and seize the potential of everyday courting the disdain of the stern headmaster. So I really love the message of appreciating arts, like science and math, that's all necessary in life, but art, love, poetry, that's what we all live for. Ayun, yung sinabi niya yun.
Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for.
And then next is Batch 81, directed by the great Mike De Leon. It tells the story of Sid Lucero, a college student na nangangarap maging member ng Alpha Kappa Omega fraternity. So the movie showed the process of the initiation period para maging member ng frat, and dito nakita yung physical and psychological torture na pinagdaanan ng mga aspiring members. So not only does it demonstrate the horrors of fraternity hazing, but it also serves as a reflection of society. Society, eme. Hindi, pero, yeah, pinakita dito yung like, the toxic masculinity, the abuse of power, and yeah, nire-reflect yung kalagayan ng Pilipinas during that time. And then the next one is Pride and Prejudice. Ayan, alam niyo na to. Ano ba yan? It's a slow burn romance, very high ang tension, and ano ba? Parang enemies to lovers? Tama ba? Enemies ba sila nun? I forgot. Anyway, ayun, ang ganda ng visuals. Grabe ang usage of golden hour. Ang perfect. Tapos, I will never forget that scene where nakasilong sila sa ilalim ng malaking puno. Hindi ko akalain na may ganun palang place in real life. That shot looks like it came straight out of a fairy tale. And then next one is Barber's Tales or Kwentong Barbero, directed by June Robles Lana. Story is set in the 70s, so si Marilu ay may asawa na isang barbero, and one day nung namatay yung asawa niya, siya na yung nag-take over dun sa barbershop nila. So, this is her taking over a man's job. Nung una, people were doubting her kasi nga babae siya, ganun. Pero she proved na she's good at being a barber. And yung barbershop niya eventually, ayun yung naging parang sanctuary ng mga activists noon. And once again, women. So pinakita dito not only the struggle and fight for freedom and liberation during the martial law, but also, pinapakita din dito na do not underestimate women. And then the next one is, oh my god, this is the best movie of all time, I think. And it's Minions, The Rise of Gru. Godfather, I don't know her. Parasite, irrelevant. This is the one. So this is kind of like the origin of Gru. So pinakita dito kung paano siya nag-start na maging villain, of course, with the help of his minions. So ayun, super cute and it has become a cultural phenomenon. Like who does that? Only few movies does that. Okay. And then the next one naman ay isa ring animated film. It's called Luck. I think it's an Apple TV original. I'm not sure. Yeah, and it's about this girl, Sam, na may balat ata sa puwet kasi lagi siyang minamalas. Until one day, may na-meet siyang isang itim na pusa na nagbigay sa kanya ng coin that prevents her from being unlucky. Ganun. Basta ever since nagkaroon siya ng coin na yun, lagi na siyang siniswerte. Ayun, for me, hindi siya ganun kaganda, to be honest. Parang tinry nilang maging Pixar style sa story nila, but the way they fleshed out the concept of luck did not quite hit the mark, you know. Parang it wasn't exciting or anything. Hindi siya like heartfelt, like mostly with Pixar movies, di ba nakakaiyak? This one didn't feel that way. Ayan. And then syempre, kung merong best movie of all time, meron ding kabaliktaran nun, which is this one, Morbius. Charot. De, pero actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Grabe kasi yung like online slander na nangyari dito sa Morbius. But it wasn't good either, so I guess tama sila. So not sure if part ito ng Sony universe, but Morbius is a guy with a rare blood disorder and he's trying to find a cure. And then when he finally did, this cure transformed him into this creature. So moving on, ang next naman ay an autumn afternoon, so my hair is bothering me so much. Shuhei Hirayama is a widower with a 24-year-old daughter. Gradually, he comes to realize that she should not be obliged to look after him for the rest of his life, so he arranges a marriage for her. So yun, it was very nice and heartwarming, it's endearing, and it shows how us humans fight loneliness, even though inevitable naman talaga siya. And in the end, magiging mag-isa lang talaga tayo. Ano daw? I'm trying to be deep. Next naman is Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee. The story explores a Brooklyn neighborhood simmering racial tension between its African-American residents and the Italian-American owners of a local pizzeria, culminating in tragedy and violence on a hot summer day. So I love movies like this, napaka-timeless. It just goes to show how much thought and consciousness were put into this. And then the next one naman ay RRR. It's an action-packed movie. So ito na ata yung pinaka-action-packed na movie na na-witness ko throughout my whole life. Like, you won't even believe kung anong klase at gaano karaming action scenes yung nandito. Like, some of them are just so grabe, over the top. So it's a fictional story about two real-life Indian revolutionaries and their fight against the British Raj. Set in 1920, the plot explores the undocumented period in their lives when both the revolutionaries chose to go into obscurity before they began the fight for their country. The whole movie was insane. It was 3 hours long pero walang dull moments. Parang it just made you feel like you're going through this adventure with them. And ayun, super exciting lang niya throughout the whole thing. Next naman ay But I'm a Cheerleader. It's about Megan na isang cheerleader. You know, yung stereotype na blonde, pretty girl na cheerleader tapos boyfriend niya yung popular guy in school. But the twist is, pinaghihinalaan siya na lesbian ng kanyang friends and family, so they sent her to a sexual redirection school, ganun. In hopes na ma-cure ang kanyang lesbianism. Nung una, Megan didn't believe this. She never thought of herself as a lesbian. Pero during her stay doon sa camp, she did realize na she is indeed a lesbian and she was looking forward on becoming straight again. Pero imbes na maging straight, lalo lang siyang naging bading. So yun, it was very cute and camp, of course. I love the storytelling and it's also really funny. And it's easy to digest, like, medyo serious in topic, but they handled it with so much fun and creativity. I was just smiling throughout the whole movie. It was just really fun. And then the next one naman is a movie that I've been wanting to watch for the longest time, and it's Get Out by Jordan Peele. So Get Out was truly amazing. Every praise na narinig ko about this all turned out to be true. I love the metaphor, the details, the use of cinematography as a storytelling, and yung pag-build ng mystery. And I love how every frame, every detail, every line has purpose, like it all leads to something. Meron siyang double meaning, ganun. I feel like rewatching this would be a lot of fun. Parang ang daming underlying layers that you can like discuss and discover pa. And then the next one is actually another Jordan Peele movie. Yung pinaka-recent movie niya, which is Nope. So ayun, it's another horror mystery. So it's about these two horse wrangler siblings that are trying to capture evidence on an identifying flying object. So it's very strange, very mysterious, and may halong sci-fi. Ang ganda ng location. I love the landscape. I love the characters. Ang ganda ng mga shots. That scene where parang nagwi-withdraw ng blood yung UFO, that was so cool. That is cinema right there. And then the next one naman is called Prey. On the Great Plains in 1719, Naru, a fierce and highly skilled Comanche warrior, sets out to protect her people when an unknown danger threatens them. But the prey she's stalking turns out to be a highly evolved alien predator with a technically advanced arsenal. So ayun, I've never seen any movies from the Predator franchise, but buti na lang this one is a prequel and it's a good film by itself, kaya parang you don't really have to watch the rest of the franchise. So ayun, ang angas and satisfying, and kahit na isa lang naman yung antagonist dito. Ayun, it's really interesting. Ang ganda ng concept na set siya in the early 1700s. So like, di ba, it's parang makikurious ka paano nila i-defeat tong highly advanced na alien na to. Yung mga characters, mga sila, like, wala pa silang technology, ganon. So, very cool. And then last for movies is Frances Ha. An aspiring dancer moves to New York City and becomes caught up in a whirlwind flightly fair weather friends, diminishing fortunes and career setbacks. So it's a slice of life movie, so I feel like every one of us will feel a connection with it. And yung character dito ni Frances, she's showing na there is nothing wrong with not accomplishing things agad in your 20s. Kasi, sometimes we're so busy in life chasing our dreams na sometimes we forget to cherish the smallest beautiful things in life out there. And it also shows na we all have different walks in life, kaya there's no need to compare our life with others or our accomplishments with others. Ganun. Ito na, my back is hurting. Moving on with shows. Una ko natapos ay I Am Groot. It's a series of animated shorts based on Baby Groot. So ayun, maikli lang talaga siya. Kaya nga shorts eh. Mga 3 to 5 minutes ganon, and 5 episodes lang. So ayun, wala lang. It's shinogis lang dito yung kakitan ni Baby Groot. Ayun lang. So next one is In the Soup Friendcation. So para siyang In the Soup but the Wooga Squad edition. So, ayun, the Wooga Squad goes on a healing trip, ayan, and ang cute lang din ng lahat. If you're not familiar sa squad na to, it consists of Kim Taeyong from BTS, Peak Boy, and 3 K-drama actors, Park Seo-joon, Choi Woo-shik, and Park Kyung-shik. Ayun, so si Taeyong lang naman kasi yung pinakakilala ko dito. So, it was nice seeing a glimpse of their friendship and getting to know the other members of the Wooga Squad. And then the next one, you guys, the next one is the season 6 of Better Call Saul. So this is the finale. This is the end of an era. And ayun, honestly, wala akong masabi about this show. My thoughts are all over the place, but I'm just really speechless and I can't come up with the right words to describe this, especially the last season. Ayun, masterclass nga siya when it comes to writing. The details, the subtlety, the character arcs, basta everything about this show is just yun, pang masterclass level. Ayun, di ba, originally the premise of this show is ipapakita kung paano nag-transform si Jimmy McGill into the Saul Goodman, and parang throughout the whole thing, parang laging sinasabi na wala na siyang chance na magbago. He's always going to be like that. Yung parang he's always taking the shortcuts in life, ganon. But he proved them all wrong sa season finale. And ayun nga, ang poetic lang nung idea na the only person na kaya makahuli kay Saul Goodman ay si Jimmy McGill. And then the next one ay season 2 ng All the Murders in the Building. So season 2 picks up with the trio following the shocking death of Arconia board president Bunny Folger as they race to unmask her killer. However, 3 complications ensue. The trio is publicly implicated in Bunny's homicide. They are now the subjects of a competing podcast, and they have to deal with a bunch of New York neighbors who all think they committed the murder. So ayun, ang daming twist nung final episode. Um, like they really played with my emotions. Noong una nga hindi ko nabitan yun. Kasi parang ang gulo, but it ended well naman, in fairness. Parang they executed it well, and I'm really looking forward to season 3 kasi may new murder na naman, and also my bagong character. So love that. Looking forward for that. And then last but not the least is Tyca and Bertie. So season 3 na ito ng Tyca and Bertie. And I really love Tyca and Bertie's friendship so much. Dito sa third season, mas visible na yung growth nilang dalawa, and mas makikita mo how strong their friendship is, especially sa pinaka-last episode. So, ayun. It's like BoJack Horseman but on mushrooms, and dalawang female characters yung bida. So, yeah, I actually highly recommend this one. And that is all for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. That is everything that I watched in August, and I will see you never. Charot.